Welcome back to the Gameological Institute. Today we're going to do an unboxing. We haven't done one of those yet. The game in question is going to be Old London Bridge from Queen Games. Let's take a look. Today's episode of Gameological Institute, the unboxing of Old London Bridge, is brought to you by Tacticum Invictus Prototype Box. Went live on Kickstarter last year, is entering production. You are a Roman Centurion candidate. Can you master all the scenarios of battle in this game of strategy where there are terrain-based boards, standard-based boards, and there is even a giant board where you get to introduce and use cavalry and auxiliaries in your large army formats? Gameological Institute is proud to bring you Tacticum Invictus. Check it out in the link below. All right, welcome back. We're going to take a look at Old London Bridge from Queen Games. I happen to be a fan of Queen Games. Well, about 2/3 of their games. Some just don't seem to be a good match for the things I like to do or the style I like to play. All right, we've got the German and the English instructions. And as always, I love Queen Games instruction manuals. They are pretty clear, lots of illustrations. Even dividing up the sections with different colors. And they just go big. They make a big book and take up all the space they need and as many pages, I think. Let's see, what's the traditional cut there? So 12, multiple of 4. I've been learning from some publishing. We've got our individual wooden parts here. We've got the little guys. Yeah, so individual workers that we'll have in this activity. Probably turn and score markers. So those are good components right there. Extra bags. Here's the deck of the individual workers, and I think that we're going to be doing placement. Let's see, what do we got here? We got these are the character cards. We've got a nobleman, we got a cleric, noblewoman, merchant, Peter de Colchurch, and that's what the back of the cards is. Okay, got all these components here. So this will be a quick unboxing. Deck of cards. Love the art. We've got a big board here. Let's see what we got here. All right, so the back, we've got this great image pretty much from the box cover. And then here is the game board. And this looks great. All right. And so this, I'm sitting at the bottom. I can read this. Each side is written to face in. So this is upside down for me, but not for the other player. So I appreciate that. And in some games, everything's oriented one way. And if you're on any other side but the main side, it can be confusing to read. But it looks like everybody has a degree of readability, and some of the other parts a little harder to read. So that looks great. And then we have got, no doubt, a ton of these London Bridge components to pop out. And these pop out nicely. So we've got... it looks like we've got a church here and a bridge gatehouse. All right, same on both sides, so don't have to worry about how they are stacked. And let's see. All right, we have got, there's 72 of these. We've got the chapel, the build gate, a hostelry, hostelry if we give it a proper accent, hotel, right? A haberdasher, a guild house, and a park. Got a nice piece here for a rondel. This moves during the game and impacts cost in choosing what you're going to get, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of coins in this game as well. The currency, we've got 76 coins. 1, 3, 10, and 25 increment values. All right, and let's get to the cool part. I know you want to see that. The bridges. We each play with our own individual bridge. Oh, here's some components here. So these are the end pieces that you'll put in, one on either side when you're making the bridge. Let's not lose track of that. Okay, and they are uniquely colored. I can see we've got yellow and blue here. Very close in here. All right. Now I peeked ahead on the instructions. There is a bit of a fold here. There's a crease that is already in the bridge, and these get folded down. And then there is a piece that goes along the inside. And then if you pop these out, of course, these are the spots on your bridge piece where you're going to be putting the components in for your bridge. So as you're building, this is how your cards will set up. Oh, and we even got the blue piece here, so you'll see that on the end, there'll be, after they put the middle piece in, then you put one of these on each end. But let's not force anything right now. All right. So inside middle, we got 2 green, yellow, blue, and red. So 4-player, and just coins everywhere. And these are some round markers. And great job on the inside of the box. Full details there. So that is looking inside Old London Bridge from Queen Games. And you can just kind of screen grab there if you need to, but there's some more of the info on the back of this cool game. Really getting every little bit out of that cardboard. Maximize that space. Wow. All right, let's take a look at one of these doing the assembly. So doesn't really matter which side. We will lay this in here, and once that is on, and now when these go in, there's 2 parts. They're not flippity-flop. They don't wiggle as much because they're coming into here as well. All right, let's take a look at the deck of cards. All right, so The back, of course, is all the same. It's the scene on the bridge. Various activities going on here. Let's see, where'd the camera go? All right. And then we do, in fact, have merchantmen. We got all these guys. The maidens. We got religious figures. Some royalty. That must be the count or the prince. So, pretty straightforward on the cards. It's a good look with this. Of course, they have their own spots. I have to figure out how the card distribution goes on this. And the portrayal right here is a match of the back of the cards. So good use of graphics there. And I bet we'll find that matches. That matches. Let's see, where's the guild hall? Don't have a guild hall on here, but again, making cards and your resources, maximizing those. There we go. Got that matches right there. So, good design, good display. All the information is very available. And let's see, we got where these match up right here. So there's a bit of a market, I guess, where everyone's staying at the hotel. All right, let's take a look. If I start to put the game away, the only thing that stands out really when I look at this is the bottom of the box is all these components, and there's not really any divider in here. So maybe, you know, if I'm come up with a divider, I think these are all going to be just stacked too high. So maybe we can do that. And there's maybe a method to this. Do sideways. No, I think we pretty much need to all go in one direction. So once that is done, I've got the coins. Let's see, let's take a look back at the bags that we've got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the one that had all the components in it. So we had the individual pieces. Okay, those will go in fine. If I use one of these bags for all of the monies, okay, I think we're be good there. There is definitely a lot of money. Okay. We've got that in there. Got a rondelle. Now I've got these. I've got these I think round markers, and I've got these extra items here. I have these extra scrolls. So I've got these 3 components that are the only thing left other than all these great big houses, or these items to construct as you build on the bridge here. So I think these all are just going to lay in here, and I've got 2 bags left, so maybe we'll do one for the deck of cards, because that's a mess if those are scattered all over a game box. So that gives me 1 spot for that. And then the other one gets the rest of the pieces. So we've got these scrolls, the turn markers. These are different powers that you can get along the way. And like most powers, they're opportunities to break the rules in your favor. All right. All right, so now I've got all the components. I've got all the bridges. That fits. Maybe the deck of cards flat, because we got to fold up the board and put that on top, so that works. Go flat with the coins. And let's see here. Yeah. That seems to match up. Now, of course, you turn this box a few times and you put it on the shelf. This nice stack of buildings is going to get scattered pretty well, but these are sturdy parts. You know, there's some good thickness to that. So I think they'll hold up just fine. Rulebook. All right, so maybe there's not much room in there for an insert. Just put it in carefully, and you are good to go.